Hello, everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome back to the Sonic Blueberry Cobbler Collection. We are continuing our adventures through the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games, of course, moving on to the beloved Sonic 2, which, I'll admit, I have a lot more experience with this game than I did with, Sonic 1. I suppose. I've played Sonic 2 a lot more often. But all the same, I'm afraid that I have a confession to make to you guys. It is one that is equally shocking as my Sonic 1 and Sonic CD confessions, and I'm hoping that all of these dramatic reveals aren't shaking you to your core, but again, I just gotta come clean about this. I've never beaten Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Yeah, I know. I guess it shouldn't be all that surprising considering I had never beat Sonic 1, but I have also, very similarly, never beaten Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Again, much like Sonic 1, I've played through the game, I've beaten the final boss, but I've never done a full Sonic 2 run without cheating in some fashion. That's because, like, 99% of the time when I play Sonic 2, I just do it to screw around in the debug menu, and I don't actually put any effort into actually playing the actual game. Because the Sonic 2 debug is really easy to access and it's super fun. So it's just like, why wouldn't you want to spend all your time playing around with it? But, yeah, I've never actually beaten, like, a full, complete playthrough of Sonic 2. And it's a shame, because I like this game a lot. I really do. Sonic 2 is definitely one of the games that I've always wanted to beat. And you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right here, right now. Give or take, like, 4 or 5 episodes, I guess, considering we're just dividing this up into different videos. But hey, we're already doing good. We got our first Chaos Emerald, which is definitely one thing I, like, 100% give Sonic 2 credit about. It is a lot better at giving you opportunities to get the Chaos Emeralds, because you are no longer limited to only getting to the special stages at the end of the stage. You can get to the special stages wherever there is a checkpoint, as long as you have 50 rings. Which, I just dropped all of the rings I had. So, you know, probably not gonna get another one soon. But if we sort of, like, take our time and, like, don't screw up completely, we might be able to get another Chaos Emerald sometime soon. Sonic, I thought you would run on that. I really did. But oh well. Yeah, I mean, overall my experiences with Sonic 2 are very similar to my experiences with Sonic 1. I played this game a lot when I was little, whenever I went to my grandparents' house. Is this like the end of the stage? Am I getting rings for no reason? I am getting rings for no reason, okay. I thought that might have been the end of the stage, oh well. But yeah, I played this game at my grandma's house whenever the Sega Genesis was there, you know. And just have some fun with it. I wasn't very good at it, so I never really got very far. But, the difference is that I have had a lot more experiences with Sonic 2, because growing up, in addition to, like, the Mega Collection and things like that, for the GameCube, I also had one of those Sega Genesis plug-and-play things, and of course, the main draw point of that was that it included Sonic the Hedgehog 2. So I played Sonic 2 a lot with that Sega Genesis plug-and-play at home. And that's where I, like, discovered the debug menu and things like that, and my love of just screwing around with it. Because, yeah, why not? Why not? It's so much fun just to cheat. And just screw around and get like 1,000,000 rings and spawn a bunch of random items. It's super cool. And it's super keen. But as far as just actually playing Sonic 2... Excuse me. Darn it. Hoping I wouldn't do that. I'm a little sick, you see. Okay. Many apologies if I have to frequently pause to take a sip of water or something. I am a little ill. I have a cough, and I have snotty nose, and all those fun things. It's great. It's wonderful. I don't think it's that horrific disease that ravaged the world in the past couple years, according to the tests I've taken. But, you know, I don't really know. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I mean, what was I saying? Yeah. I've never, much like Sonic 1, I've never done, like, a full, a full actual complete, darn it, full actual complete, that's mean. That's mean. I don't like that. Oh, these special stages. Oh, these special stages. Yeah. Sonic 2 special stages are definitely a thing, too. I've also never been very good at gathering the Chaos Emeralds in this game. A lot of it had to do with the original Sonic 2 special stages. They look like this, right? But they were that fake 3D, the make 2D graphics look 3D sort of thing that they did a lot in the, like, SNES Genesis era. They weren't it wasn't actually a 3D half-pipe like this. And it was really, like, choppy and weird looking, and I could never get the hang of it. But another big problem I had was just the bombs. The bombs, they like to scatter around and hide around corners and things like that. It always screwed me up. And Tails just running into stuff, too, never made it any easier. It never did. We might be here a while on Chaos Emerald number 2. I actually learned fairly recently from somewhere, I think it might have been in one of the Sonic Origins videos they posted, is that when you've got Tails trailing around behind you, it actually increases the difficulty of the special stages, I believe. It increases the number of rings you have to get, because you've sort of got Tails acting as, like, a sponge for rings that you miss. But it also creates, like, another target to hit that causes you to lose rings faster. Because he follows behind you, but it's not exact. He, like, follows, like, a fraction of a second behind you. And so it creates this sort of lag where you might avoid a bomb, but Tails doesn't. Like that. Oh, wow. Come on. Alright, we got it. And it is kind of super hard to get the hang of. To get the hang of, like, timing yourself and timing Tails. Of course, if you don't have Tails lagging behind you, then it makes gathering rings and holding onto them a little easier. But considering we're playing the story anniversary mode right now, we're kind of stuck with Tails. We don't really have a choice in the matter. So we're just kinda have to deal with him palling around with us. Whoops. Okay, I'm down here now. And I'm in the wall. Okay, shield. That was a bottomless pit. I was at the bottom of the stage, as it turns out. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, let's gather more rings. Because, you know, as long as we can find another checkpoint, we will have more opportunities to get more Chaos Emeralds. We have multiple opportunities to actually gather the Chaos Emeralds, which is nice. Tails found some more rings. Where'd you go, Tails? I don't wanna hold... Whoops. Darn it. I don't want to hold things up too much looking for rings and junk like that, because it can take time. Okay. I expected to bounce off that spring, but here I am. Hey, this gives me more opportunities to get rings, I guess. I don't want to go hunting for rings too often, because, like, I don't want to take up everyone's time with that. Because it can be kind of a time-consuming process. As long as we can get 50 rings and hold onto them, then we're good. We just gotta be cautious about what we're doing. And hey, we fixed our faux pas already. Generally, because of the way this game is set up, though, it does provide you with a lot of opportunities to get the Chaos Emeralds. So I guess it balances out, sort of, with how these stages are more difficult than other special stages. Because these are not easy special stages. They definitely aren't. I'm sure there are a lot of, like, Sonic 2 masters out there who have no problem with them. Because it is also, like, it's a set pattern. Every time you go through these special stages, they're the same thing. So you can sort of memorize the location of the bombs and stuff like that and be like, this is the point where I have to jump here. This is the point where this Trail of Rings is. You know, you can learn them. And the game, in general, gives you a lot of opportunities to get to the special stages, so it's meant to be a learning process. And at the same time, though, the, like, special anniversary edition here, it makes the special stages a lot smoother, it makes them a lot clearer. You're in an actual, like, 3D space now. Darn it. So, it's even more convenient to get to these special stages and get to them. And you do have the thing where you can retry the special stages right away, too. There's no more having to hunt down another checkpoint, really. As long as you have the coins that you can use, you can try gathering the Chaos Emeralds as many times as you really want. It's very helpful. It's very handy. So it sort of all balances out. These special stages, they're not easy, but they're not too difficult to get to. So you have a lot of opportunities to practice these and get better at them. Unlike the Sonic 1 and, I guess, to a certain extent, the Sonic CD special stages, which you only have one opportunity to get to those at the end of each zone. And by extension, there's a very finite number of times you have available to you to gather the Chaos Emeralds. I think they do have done a very good job with the Sonic 2 special stages overall. I act as if this game is new or something, but, you know what I mean. This is a good kind of special stage, and it's a sort of special stage that they end up emulating a lot as the series goes on, in Sonic Heroes and things like that. Just in various forms like that, where you're sort of running down the path and gathering rings and stuff that way. Ah, darn it. Oh man, this one's hard. This one's difficult. But again, because I have so many opportunities to, like, actually play this, I have the opportunity to get to know the stage better. It's like, I'm not good at these, but I know... Oh man, really? I barely tapped that bomb. I barely touched the explosive. If this is already not going to go well. Yep. Failed on the first part. Darn it. Hopefully, I don't run out of coins. Honestly, another strategy is just to try and gather as many rings as you're... gather as many rings yourself as you can, and don't give Tails too many opportunities to grab the rings. Because the less rings he has, the less chances are that he'll run into something and completely mess up what you're doing. You know? Having him as sort of a buffer for having some rings to use is good, but it's almost more convenient if you don't let him do that. Ah, darn it. Yeah, like that. Alright, jump. It is timed. There is a certain timing to it, where it's like trail of rings, ring of bombs, trail of rings, ring of bombs. So you can use that to your advantage when to practice and get used to it, and then you can make the perfect run. Darn it! Ah, no! Ah! No! 3 rings away! Oh, that went so much better! Oh! Shoot! Hi there, Sparky in the editing room giving you a bit of post-commentary. Because at this point in the video, I was not talking. I learned that the best way to tackle the special stages was to shut my mouth and not say anything so I could actually concentrate on what I was doing. Unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily make for the most entertaining content, but yeah, I decided to sort of fill in the silence by talking at you while I was doing the editing for this episode. Yeah, these stages do require a lot of concentration because they do require a lot of memorization and just keeping track of where every bomb and every ring is. And that's not the easiest thing for me. I have a lot of trouble just keeping those details in mind and actively putting them to use. So if I'm talking at the same time I'm trying to do that, it makes it just that much more difficult to actually remember what I'm doing. But, yeah, regular commentary is gonna pick back up in a second here, and I'll leave you to that. Tails. Alright. Got it! Got it! Alright, cool. Oh, it took a lot of silent concentration. And I ended up using a lot of my coins there. But, hey! Finally got Chaos Emerald number 3. Man, I spent a lot of time on, spending a lot of time on, special stages on this particular episode. So, it's a little weird that, part 1 is probably just gonna have to be, Emerald Hill Zone. Which, considering I did, like, a couple zones on the first episodes of the other games, it's a little strange, but hey, like I said, there's more opportunities to get the Chaos Emeralds. And with enough practice, you can get them eventually, maybe. Take that, Dr. Eggy Man. Egg McMahon face? Egg McMuffin? Delicious. And there we go. That is the first zone of Sonic 2 completed. And the first 3 Chaos Emeralds gotten. You hop, Tails. You hop like a maniac. And oh boy, the dreaded chemical plant. Which is gonna have to come next time, because I've been recording for much longer than I really should have. But that third special stage required a lot of practice and patience. Anyway, that is gonna call it for right now. Thank you very, very much for watching the Sonic sorta classic game redemption arc on the channel here, where I talk about and play games that I've never been in, and I get out my frustrations with certain games. And you know what? This has been a lot of fun, and I hope that you are having fun watching along at home. I will see you next time. This is your good friend Sparky signing off for now. I'll catch you later.